Hello my dudes, today we are playing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines with the Plus patch installed. And other than, feeding on the guy with the bladder infection who tends to pee everywhere all the time, constantly, despite being eaten multiple times, at this point I'm starting to think he might kind of be into it, which disturbs me on a number of levels. But other than that, we are about to go to the downtown area and complete all of the quests there this episode. Hopefully, anyway. So let's do it.
Where to?
Not here. Go to downtown. I'm sure that'll work out great for us. I'm sorry, that's not supposed to be comedic, but for some reason, it very much is.
Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Huh, lick?
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few
my cheerleader
rows
stripper outfit
will
is
get
having
wet.
difficulties.
Son
Also,
of a bitch!
I'm the only one allowed to talk to the audience, so...
Leave.
Yeah, what he said.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you
that
gonna
one didn't
do?
count. I'm
Shoot
surprised.
us? This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit.
Execution
Name's
needs a little
Nines.
work. Yeah, it kind of does there, Nines. That was a bit too clean for my taste. I was about to destroy them. Now, what happened to 1 through 8?
Same thing that happens to a lot of anarchs, Malk. But you already know that somehow, don't you? Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
Your face is familiar. Do you have your own cereal?
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I like stories.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
Maybe, or maybe not. I think we should probably just say maybe not, because that's the one it's gonna be. Well, now that we've gotten through that little cutscene, the next thing we do is go talk to the Princess in the Ivory Tower. I'm talking, of course, of Sebastian, and I don't mean the Little Mermaid character. And there's Chonk. Oh, you're not crying anymore. I like you better when you're crying. And we've got to go be nice to LaCroix, so he'll give us a sweet new apartment with a fish tank. Because that is worth selling your soul for, let's be honest. No one else has got a fish tank. Is this supposed to be here? Someone didn't do a very good job vacuuming. Anyway, what's up, Sebastian?
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
Of course not.
Were you by chance in the military at all? I was an officer myself, actually. In Napoleon's ranks. There have been whispers,
What made you
rumors
think
spreading
I was
around
in
the
the military?
kindred community
Was it the
concerning
cheerleader
the
stripper
Elizabeth
outfit?
Dane.
And since the prince said it, we're definitely going to the last round next. To talk to Nines. Not at all going to take a detour to see one of my favorite side quests / characters in the game. Not at all. Okay, maybe a little. No, he's ice skating away.
Help me! Help me! It's got them. It's coming for me now. It's coming for me.
It approaches as we speak. Yeah, let's say that. That'll calm him down. One thing I do not like about this quest, though, the jumping. Never been a fan of jumping. Yeah, this was much more effectively scary than a lot of the other quests, where they show you gross monsters and whatnot, because they didn't show you anything. Like, now that I've been through it a few times, it's not scary at all. But past, it was definitely scarier. Kind of like the Ocean House in that regard. The fear of the unknown is greater than fear of monsters. Okay, let me out. To be honest, it's kind of surprising that she's not more bloody than she is.
Real terror is not the sight of death. It is the fear of death. What is the fear of death? Terror of the unknown. Is it these eyes you peer into? No. I am not the unknown. You and I are closer kin than you and it were.
Do you also eat other spiders, Widow? The fly has seen the spider and will not fly willingly into the web.
Tell him this was all a ruse. His friends playing a joke. He will come. He must come down here. If he leaves, the frail disguise we wear for mortals will be seen through.
Will the Widow devour the fly? I think that's pretty obvious.
Eventually.
Yeah, I'll be your honeypot. Because obviously, what Pisha says is right. We are closer to her than, humans. But for the grace of Malkov, we could have easily ended up in the same position as her. And unlike blood, I don't think there's a way for you to, easily eat the flesh of another person and leave them alive. So your options are A, to uphold the Masquerade and potentially get a hold of some occult artifacts by doing something that is morally dubious, namely killing a guy for, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, basically. Or B, not killing the guy and, holding on to your morality, but taking a chance that the whole Masquerade will be shattered just so you can have the moral high ground. There's actually an option C in this quest where you can both uphold the Masquerade and save that guy's life, which is nice. Option C's are nice in general. Having more options is always better. It does make the quest a little bit less interesting because this way you're not forced to make that choice. Here we are, talking to Jack. Back where it all began, Jack. We've come full circle. Teach me your ways, Sensei.
Well,
We got another quest to go kill Patty the Ghoul. So there's that. Let's talk to Nines.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
And also, you know, leaned casually against a wall for hours waiting for me to come, but sure.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. What it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top having real power.
I will touch this fool in his mind's secret places. Yeah, that doesn't sound wrong at all. Anyway, so we've listened to the Anarch's propaganda, which admittedly is nicer propaganda than anything the Prince says or does or thinks. Oh no! Those triplets got into a fight with...
Maggots love you. Trust me.
Get out of my way, man.
Where you going, man?
Who's gonna win this one? Oh.
Maggots love you.
Thugs 1, triplets 0. The next thing we've got to do is the Elizabethan quest.
Need a ride?
Which is back in Santa Monica. If we're nice and sneaky, which shouldn't be an issue since we have the power of invisibility,
It's a nice night out,
we get a nice apartment. Luckily, as long as you have the persuasion to convince this guy you're a journalist, which I almost always do, and you know, the invisibility, that helps too.
Yo, lady. Over... Ah, for Christ's sakes. Hey, you're not from Jacobson. Stop right there!
Oops. I was just saying how simple it was. Perhaps reload.
Hey, you're not from Jacobson. Stop right there!
Yeah. Either this has a really high persuasion check, or the plus patch made it where Malkavian can't pass it at all. Okay, let's try to do this without alerting anyone that we exist. Yeah, and this guy. What are we gonna do to this guy? We can Veil of Madness him. And then, like, eat him a little, and that might trance him out for a minute. Oh, he pressed that off pretty quick, huh?
Stop right there!
Okay, well, that could have gone smoother. What you said. Yeah, everybody's on alert now, which is not the best of things, no. But no one is dead. So we should still get our swanky apartment, which is the real reason why we don't want to kill anyone, you know? We have to find the police report now. And the only place I know where you can get that, if you can't from Jacobson, or, you know, the guy at the very beginning. Him, whoever he was, is out on the deck. Where all the police are.
Freeze! Stop right there!
Okay, now we just make a run for it. We were less than stealthy, and by less than stealthy, I mean not stealthy at all. But nobody died. So, hopefully that's good enough for the swanky apartment. Let's go see if bladder infection guy is around. No. Well, check Gimble's murder basement thing next. I like hunting in Santa Monica, as in, you know, people hunting. Because I know where they're likely to go. Yeah. So it comes easier, you know, the assault. And who is this?
Hey! I know this might seem creepy and all, but please don't blow me off, okay? Someone told me I could find you here. I mean, I've been looking all over for you since that night. Because I just wanted to... I'm in your debt. I want to help you. I owe you my life, and I feel like I need to repay you. I almost forgot. I'm Heather. Heather Poe. I'm not weirding you out or anything, am I?
I do not see death over you anymore.
Because of you. What you did for me. Here, I got you this. I thought you might be able to use it. I can be useful to you. I'd do anything. Just tell me you'll let me help you. Let me stay with you. Make me feel this way.
Okay, getting kind of creepy there, Heather. And excuse me, lady on the phone. Yeah, you. We're trying to have a private, non-creepy conversation here, and you're just ruining it.
I've said all I need to for now.
It's Gary. Hi, Gary. There we go. Swanky apartment. Now we no longer have to listen to that guy. I mean, not that we really were, but especially not now. And now we can go to our new apartment, which just so happens to come with some lovely neighbors, like, you know, Paul, the Plaguerin Ghoul, and, what's-his-face, the guy from the hospital who we're planning to kill. You know, lots of lovely people to meet, you know, share, let's check in with Heather while we're
While you were
around.
gone, I tapped my foot over 3,000 times. I don't know why I counted. Huh.
Now we know how many foot taps it takes to make me appear.
Is there something I can do for you?
So apparently the paranormal investigator must live in the penthouse of this little place. No, that's not the code. So we're gonna have to go down to Paul's apartment and then use the air ducts to get in to the paranormal investigator's apartment.
Paul?
Oh no, sorry, the escort
Doing in here?
lives in the penthouse.
What?
Aha, here it is. You can tell because there's cameras and stuff. Aww. And we convinced him to go back to Pesha's. And where she will eat him, eventually. Whatever that means. But we got a Masquerade redemption, so... Next thing is go meet the blue guy. who invited us way back in Santa Monica to find him via a riddle, which is, you know, definitely the way you want to invite somebody to your house, through riddle.
Very well.
And now we're getting a reward from the blue guy as well. And to be fair, his reward is way better than the Anarch reward, which is just experience, I think. These skulls are like really way too big to be human. I mean, look at the size of that thing in comparison to our head. Let's get out of here. Next thing on the agenda is probably to meet Fat Larry. So I said we were gonna, you know, meet Fat Larry next, but no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna instead go, and this is the wrong direction, and continue with the Muddy Mike Durbin questline, or whatever. Last we heard, a mysterious stranger was inviting him and his friend to meet across from a bar, which is pretty vague, but luckily there's only one bar in all of downtown, and that's a lie too, but there are only like 2 or 3, and thanks to, you know, my premonitions, I know which one it is, and it's this one. It's across from the last round. The dangling headless horror?
He done tore him up, right in 2, ripped him apart like a rag doll.
And we convinced the hobo who saw it all to never mention it again. Now there's another jumping puzzle, and I just love those. Oh wow, that actually went smoothly the first time. That's amazing. Ooh, car stereo is up here. Can we... And we got a key card to... what? I forget what comes next on this quest. To the Lucky Star Hotel, which is in Hollywood, so we won't be able to pick up this quest till we get there. Okay, what's next? I suppose now we can go get rid of Patty, the ghoul who's blabbing all our business around town. You know, super creepily obsessed with her blood daddy, who took off without her. Kind of like Heather in many ways.
I'll scream.
So will I. Okay, I'm looking for you.
I knew you'd talk to me. I swear you were all like totally drawn to me. I'm surprised I don't know you.
No, I think we'll go meet Fat Larry first, because he's the one who originally introduces you to Venus. Like, if you're actually following the quest structure and not just, you know, messing with it for your own mission.
Melodies and worm-laden rain.
I swear, the unimaginativeness. What is the correct word for that, though? The lack of imagination shown by the voices in my head is just disturbing. Way more than the voices themselves.
Baby girl.
And then we can get the stripper
Check it out,
cowboy outfit.
Step right up.
But to be honest, I'm hoping that
Gotta
we
Galapagos
can
turtle this week only.
just, you know, skip the cowboy stripper outfit, mostly to, you know, save money. I don't know if that's actually feasible considering some of the boss fights that are in downtown, but we shall see. And while we're over here reporting to Skelter, we might as well pick up the...
I used to be on Broadway, you know. What?
I believe you. Yeah, we got the lead on Tin Can Bill. Don't know if we'll actually fight him, or not fight him. Don't know if we'll actually find him and then fight the monster that took him yet, because that monster is tough. Yeah, we are not, so.
Good work. Ghouls ain't nothing but trouble if you ask me. It's a weakness, pure and simple.
Only if you care about them. I'm actually debating as to whether we should go to Grout's before we finish the fun with Pestilence, Plague for the Angels quests, because they have tough fights and I would like to be experience soaked before we do them. And Grout's doesn't really have any combat, or at least it doesn't if you could turn invisible. If you can't, well, maybe a little, but since we can, it doesn't really matter. Now let's go back to Fat Larry and see if he'll give us the Traffik quest. Quest which incidentally is also much easier if you can turn invisible. Like by an insane amount. Okay, time for sneak mode to activate. Oh, we were seen. You can see the blood heal going on us. Okay, maybe we try that again? Well, it's going much better this time. Although, to be fair, it is a little bit more boring. That is true. But yeah, the invisibility really does take the fun out of a lot of stuff. It's just too good. By fun, of course, I mean violence. What we're gonna do is steal the briefcase and then just run out of here, not bothering with invisibility, because they'll turn on each other, you know, after the briefcase is stolen, which provides plenty of distraction for us to get away. A great many of them die, and you can take their weapons. Unfortunately, the Tong are much better armed than random thugs. So you really only get access to the random thug stuff. Maybe I should have stayed down there and killed some Tong to get... Yeah, I'm gonna go back and kill some Tong. This also gives us a chance to refill our blood. Okay, I think we've eaten everyone. And we got the better gun for free, so... all in all, I'd say mission success. And best of all, we saved some money because we got free gun. You know, free except for how we had to murder someone to get it. But other than that, because we're gonna need that money if we want to save up for the assless chaps. Yep. Next thing is meeting Venus. And possibly taking on the Russian mob. That's how these things go when you're the protagonist.
Everybody comes in.
Oh, I like it better when you convince that his friends are fish and he should eat them. Instead, he's like totally cool with us because he realizes we're just the messenger. I can't stand that sort of reasonable attitude. Oh. That's interesting. Even the chains are dancing in this place. There's a dance floor here. Wait, you know what that means, right?
Somebody live here.
Oh, is that where the DJ is? If we kill him, does it stop the music? Sorry, I'm supposed to be getting my humanity up, not down. And unfortunately, it looks like we can't get up to the DJ to see if we can kill them. I'm thinking, is there a way we could jump down from the catwalk? I don't think so. Luckily, we have a ranged weapon. There we go. Okay, I feel better now. And these guys are still dancing while everybody runs and cowers in fear, so, you know, go you guys. Way to stay positive. We know the answer to the eternal question of whether or not you can kill the DJ. The answer is yes. I'm a little concerned, but it's not giving me the police are hunting pop-up thing. Granted, the police haven't seen us yet after our DJ murder spree, but I mean, we are fairly distinctive, what with the cheerleader stripper outfit and whatnot. So you'd think there'd be some sort of alert for us anyway. Are the police still here? Or, yeah, they're still here. And they're heading in the same direction as me. Love that when that happens. Looks like they turned down an alley though, so we're safe. For a given value of safe when you're an undead monstrosity about to go up against the Russian mob. And we got the key for Jezebel Locke's room while we're here. We've got the power of invisibility, so I don't think we need to worry too much about, you know, lock picking our way through sneaky spots. And since we are going to kill this guy anyway, we might as well kill him now. And we got a Glock out of it too. Elevator hole. I think we're gonna have to look in one of these rooms because I think there is a skill book in room 1.
Says he smelled it a mile
yes,
away.
There we go.
The mystery creature
Always
is thought
be
to be some
closing.
sort of giant octopus.
Okay, now we can leave. I think we've gotten everything. And that was actually fairly painless, all things considered, at least for us. Not so much for the people we killed, but, you know, they're not the protagonists, so I don't know why we should care. Did they get a new DJ? Yeah. Know what happened to the last guy, right? You're about to find out. Honestly, I don't know how many of your DJs I have to kill to get the point across. I don't like the music. No. Look at you, Rat. You look like a monkey or something. That's interesting. Scum is always greener in someone else's cloaca, ain't it? Either you're new via the plus patch, or there's a whole realm of crazy I haven't delved into before. Well, we might as well go talk to Tin Can Bill while we're here. Hi, Tin Can Bill. Yep. And Tin Can Bill is dead. And yeah, I think
Trust me.
I'm willing to go and try to kill Brother Kanker and or Jezebel Locke. From what I remember, Jezebel is easier to kill, but we're headed in the direction of Brother Kanker, so I guess he's gonna be first. Oh, run, run, run! There we go. Okay. So that combination works fairly well whenever you remember to use it. Is that Chunk? He does say he has like a twin brother at one point, doesn't he? Okay. That lady had the cheap blood, so not particularly effective. But, should take the edge off. Let's go talk to Damsel about how awesome we are for a minute. I'm sure she'll agree. Of course. Yeah, just punch her to death. Did that. Okay. And we've got no means no. This woman has no face. She kind of deserves it. Nope, nothing of any interest. Just chess metaphors. Damsel. Blah blah blah. I'm awesome.
Ugh, candy.